He didn't call the police. He didn't confront his landlord. He made one anonymous report, and both of them lost their home. A man went to Reddit with a question that split the comment section almost perfectly in half. Was he the villain for reporting his roommate's secret side hustle, or was he just protecting himself? Because after one phone call, both of them lost their home. He starts with background. He's 29 years old and lives in a large city where rent is expensive, competitive, and unforgiving. About 2 years ago, he moved into a 2-bedroom apartment with a roommate he found through mutual friends. We'll call the roommate Jason. At first, everything worked. They weren't best friends, but they were compatible. Bills paid on time, shared chores, no drama. They respected each other's space, which in a city like that felt like winning the roommate lottery. The lease was strict, no subletting, no short-term rentals, no guests longer than a few nights. They both signed it. That detail matters later. About a year into living together, things started to feel off. Jason began traveling more, sometimes for a weekend, sometimes for a week, sometimes longer. At first, the OP didn't question it. People travel, remote work exists, but then strangers started showing up. One Friday night, the OP came home to find an unfamiliar couple in the living room. Suitcases, takeout bags, awkward smiles. They explained they were Jason's friends, staying for a few days. The OP felt uncomfortable but didn't want to be confrontational. Jason had always given him a heads up before having guests. This time, he hadn't. When Jason got back, the OP asked casually if everything was okay. Jason brushed it off. "Yeah, just some friends visiting. I forgot to mention it." But it didn't stop. Over the next few months, the OP noticed a pattern. New people, short stays, different faces every time. Some were polite, some barely acknowledged him. One group threw a loud party on a Tuesday night and left trash everywhere. Still, Jason insisted they were friends. The OP wanted to believe him, but something didn't sit right. The mini cliffhanger came one night when the OP couldn't sleep. He was lying in bed around 1 a.m. when he heard someone trying to unlock the apartment door. Not Jason, a stranger. The lock rattled for almost a minute before the person knocked. Confused and half awake, the OP opened the door. The guy standing there looked embarrassed. "Oh, is this Jason's place? I booked it online." That sentence made everything click. Booked it. Online. The OP's stomach dropped. He let the guy in to wait for Jason, but his hands were shaking. After the guest went to the living room, the OP pulled out his phone and searched the address. There it was. An Airbnb listing. Their apartment. Jason was renting out his room, sometimes the entire apartment, without permission. The OP says he felt a mix of anger and fear. Anger that Jason had lied. Fear because if management found out, both of them would be responsible. Their names were both on the lease. Violations didn't come with warnings. They came with evictions. The next morning, the OP confronted Jason, not yelling, not accusing. He showed him the listing. Jason didn't deny it. Instead, he got defensive. He said rent was expensive, that he needed the extra income, that it wasn't hurting anyone. The OP pointed out the lease. Jason waved it off. They never check. That answer didn't help. The OP asked him to stop, immediately. Jason refused. He said he'd already made commitments to future bookings. Canceling would cost him money, that the OP was overreacting. That's when Jason said something that changed the entire situation. "If you don't like it, maybe you should move out." The OP says that's when he realized Jason wasn't worried about the consequences because he assumed the OP would never do anything about it. But the OP couldn't afford to be evicted. An eviction would destroy his rental history. So he made a decision. He reported the listing, anonymously. He sent screenshots to the building management showing the Airbnb page, the reviews, the calendar, everything. He didn't tell Jason. Not yet. He hoped management would shut it down quietly. They didn't. 2 weeks later, both of them received an email. Lease violation. Unauthorized subletting. Immediate termination. 30 days to vacate. No exceptions. Jason exploded. He accused the OP of betrayal, of ruining his income, of destroying his housing situation. He demanded to know how management found out. The OP told him the truth. He had reported it. According to the OP, Jason's reaction was pure rage. He said the OP could have talked to him again, given him more time, found a compromise. The OP responded with something he'd been holding in. "I tried. You didn't care." That ended the conversation. They stopped speaking entirely. Now homeless in 30 days, the OP posted on Reddit. He asked one question. Am I the a-hole for reporting my roommate's secret Airbnb, knowing it would get us evicted? Reddit went to work, and opinions were split. Many commenters sided strongly with the OP. They pointed out that Jason knowingly violated the lease and put them both at risk, that the OP didn't get them evicted, Jason did. One highly upvoted comment said, "You didn't snitch. You protected yourself." Others noted that illegal subletting can void renters' insurance and create serious liability issues. Some said the OP should have reported it sooner. But there was pushback. A sizable group said the OP escalated too fast. They argued he should have given Jason an ultimatum, or demanded compensation, or contacted management without evidence first. Some accused him of choosing revenge over resolution. One comment read, "You didn't just stop the Airbnb, you burned the house down." That comment stuck with the OP. Others landed somewhere in the middle. They said Jason was clearly in the wrong, but the OP should have prioritized his own exit instead of triggering eviction. That sparked debate. Is it reasonable to expect someone to quietly move out when another person is breaking the rules? Or is that unfairly shifting the burden? A few weeks later, the OP posted an update. He and Jason both moved out. They are no longer speaking. The OP found a new place. Smaller, more expensive, but stable. Jason, according to mutual friends, is struggling. His Airbnb income is gone and he's couch surfing. The OP says he feels guilty, but also relieved. He reflects on something he didn't expect. That standing up for yourself doesn't always feel good. That sometimes doing the right thing still comes with consequences. He says if he could change one thing, he might have given Jason a written ultimatum. Something formal, something documented. But he doesn't regret protecting his future. He ends his post with a final thought. Trust between roommates is fragile. Once it breaks, you're not just sharing space anymore, you're sharing risk. So now it's your turn. Was he the villain for reporting the Airbnb? Or was he justified in protecting himself? When someone puts your housing at risk, do you owe them loyalty? Or do you owe yourself safety? Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of them, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And if you like hearing stories like this, then you're gonna absolutely love Audible. It's perfect for story lovers. Try it out for free today. Just click on the link in the description.